Hey, hey. High noon, Chiefs. Good to see everybody here at our new time. It's noon o'clock on a Friday here, and welcome to the Chief Chat. It's always good to see you guys. Glad to have you back. Glad to be back. Last week, we did it on a Thursday because I was at PodFest. Pretty cool event. I didn't get a ton of time to hang out there, but it did make me more microphone conscious. Do I sound better? You know what I learned? You're supposed to really be right up on this microphone. And there are actually cheaper microphone. I think this microphone is probably overpriced. This is a Rode Podcaster, and it sounds great and all. But there is the AT2100 Audio Technica that everybody seems to love and use, and it's like $58 on Amazon. Patty Dominguez uses that mic. We did a great podcast yesterday, Patty and I, for the new podcast, Copy Chief Radio, that's coming up soon. So I'm kind of thinking of switching over to that mic. What's cool about that mic is you can use USB, which means you can plug it straight into your computer, or you can plug it into a mixer. Start playing around with those knobs. So that's the deal with the microphones. And I'm, so I'll be doing a lot of this today. Does it make a difference? Hi, how's it going out there in Radio Land? So everybody say hello, why don't you? Hey, Tanya, good to see you. Glad you could make it. Want to make sure the hot seat attendees are in the house. We got Vivian and Susan scheduled on the hot seat today. So it's going to be a fast and furious pace here. We're going to cover lots of ground, look at both of their, ads are pretty short. And so I think we'll be able to get through them pretty comfortably, but I want to make sure that everybody gets super high value. So I'm going to jump into the hot seats pretty quickly here. Hey, April, how you doing? Vivian's here. Awesome. Perfect, Vivian. Bruce. Thank you, Bruce. I always sound good. Kev K. What's up, Kev K in the house? Good. I think Kev's been on the panel before, but we'll get Kev back on the panel today. So we'll have April. Dean is here. How about our man JB? Is JB in the house? Mr. Belkowitz. Always like to have John on the panel. If Ross is here, of course, we'll get the Mad Irishman on the panel. Let's see who else. Oh, Melanie should be here. So make sure you say hello in the comments, everybody. So that's the only way I can invite you to. Hey, what's up, John? That's the only way I can invite you on live if I see you in the chat here. So, hey, Melanie. Okay, cool. So let's see if there's anything major. Oh, I do have something to tell you. Just keeping up with the conversation with Brian Kurtz. Of course, we had the big podcast launch 2 weeks ago, and there's been a whole new flurry of discussion. And so, as promised, we're holding the Hangout, which is going to be great because that means you guys get to enter the conversation just like we do here in the Chief Chat in real time. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun and really valuable. There's no one easy fix to this whole how do companies and freelancers work better together. But I've really seen a huge shift in the trend for how copywriters are starting to work with companies more now, including people like April and Dean, and John's been working with the same company for quite a long time. So you guys have super valuable voices to lend. Russell, I'm hoping will be on that call because Russell is the one who really started the conversation in Copy Chief about this because he faces the same issue as a company owner. So that's March 22nd. And I will put up that's 18 days from now. So there's really no point in having to register this super early, but I will put the link up in Copy Chief this week so we can start registering and promoting. I'm not concerned about having 1,000 people on that thing. I just want, 100 of the right people to have a really fruitful discussion about it. So I think that's going to be super cool. Okay, so let me get organized here with the hot seats, and let me get it over to my other window and pull up the threads. Now, I don't know that I saw Susan. Is Susan here? There you are, Susan. Hey, good to see you. Hey, Kita, am I saying your name right? I hope. Kita, what's up? Good to see you here. Charring my phone now. What does that mean, Susan? Also, I want to see if did Cindy make it today? Cindy is with her daughter, Marissa, and I want to just send our love and support to Marissa. And if Cindy was able to make it today, that's super awesome. Good to see Cindy, who's another new member. So Susan, did you post in the threads your ad? I want to say Marcin alerted me to it in Slack, but I don't remember seeing it. I just was in there looking at Vivian's again, and I did not see yours. Sales copy feedback. So I see Vivian's hot seat. Everybody see Vivian's hot seat? Let me put this in the chat here. Yes, you did. Okay. Is it? Let me find you, Susan. Are you in the sales copy feedback section? Or maybe you landed somewhere else. Let me get into Slack and see where Marcin linked me to. You guys ever use Slack? If you have a team, it's the coolest tool. It's hard to describe what is so great about it, but essentially it's just the most fluid and easy way to communicate among team members. Okay. Let's see. Susan, do you know how to, can you link, 1 second. Sorry about the delay here, guys. Just want to make sure I can find Susan's post. Anybody see it? Post it up. I don't see it in the regular thread, Susan. So tell me where you, yeah, isn't Slack great? Keita. Perfect. All right, Keita. Am I saying it right now? Keita. Very cool to have you here, and welcome to Copy Chief. Yeah, we don't see you, Susan, so help us find your thread. I could swear that Marcin linked me to it. Sorry, don't want to hold this up here with me annoyingly looking through Slack while but I don't see it. So Susan, help us find your thread. Everybody, if you can look up Susan Olson while I keep things moving here. Okay, so let me get this to another window, and I'll be able to copy us all to it. But first, let's say hello to our panel today. Welcome, panel. All right, Dean, let's get our man Dean on the line here. Invite as a speaker. Let's get, raise your hand if I'm not pointing you out as a sort of a regular on the panel and you'd like to join us. April, love to see you here. If you can come on. Kev K in the house. Where's Melanie? Let me find Melanie again. Panel slackers. I know. We got nothing better to do on a Friday than sit and chit chat about copy. Hey y'all, what's happening? Good to see you. What's up, Dean? I cannot. There you are. Got you now. Hey John, what's up, John? Good to see you, buddy. You still got the beanie on. It's still cold over there, huh?
A little bit. Snowed this morning.
Did it really? Wow. Can't even wrap my head around that. How's it in Austin, April?
It's beautiful. It's been like low 80s.
Wow, 80s, yeah. So we're headed for 80 on Sunday. It's like 76 today. Can't really beat that. Yeah, I can't wrap my head around cold weather anymore. Not with these old bones. All right, let's see who else is requesting. Yeah, Kev K, I think I got you. Good, nice panel, good panel. And Melanie, I just invited, so she should be here. Groovy. All right. Oh, of course, I got to get Vivian on screen here. Let me find Vivian again. There you are. Sweet. Hey, Kev, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good, Kevin. How are you?
Good, man. Good to see you.
Likewise.
Good to see you. How's the office coming together?
It's good.
I see you've decorated.
It's exactly how it was last time you saw it.
Right. I love that beige. I love that beige wall. Do not change that. Office beige.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys ever work in like a co-op, man? John Carlton's mastermind is coming here to St. Pete because I've privileged to join the panel now, and part of the agreement was they would come east, and so I quickly went into super Chamber of Commerce persuasion mode and got them to agree to come here to St. Pete. And then that hotels have been giving them a total hassle, right? It's a busy time of year. It's like spring break and all that. And so I went around yesterday looking for like any possible meeting space I could find, and found this amazing co-work space. It's got like a big coffee house and like all these little alcove little rooms where you could go shut a door and do some work. That would be I don't know that I couldn't do it with podcasting and everything. I definitely love my office and sort of the privacy. But have you guys ever worked in a thing like that where it was kind of like a shared space? Nobody? Dean, April, nobody? We're all spoiled.
I used to share a studio with some video producers, and I spent some time in WeWorks.
Oh yeah.
They're I think they're national now. They're pretty big.
That's the prostate lab, right?
No.
Prostate health lab there. WeWorks.
I can't keep up with you, Kevin. I can't keep up with you.
Okay, Susan. All right, sorry. Well, Susan just posted up. Oh, you know what? Yours is just the link to the landing page, right? So that's all we need. Just don't do it yet, because we'll get Vivian going here, and then we'll jump into yours. I'll be able to show your landing page the same one you showed me. That'll be super easy. Okay, John, no problem. All right, so Vivian, I need you on screen. I invited you, but maybe see if we missed it. Did you get the invite there? If this is new to you, maybe somebody can walk you through it, because I'm not great. I've never been on the other side of one of these, oddly enough. So I don't know. I know there's a series of little buttons to press. Hey, Melanie, what's up? She's on her way. All right, April. Vivian. I'm looking at all the names here. All right, here. I just hit you as a speaker again, Vivian. So hopefully, do you know how to work this crazy Google Hangout thing? Have you done this before? Hopefully, it'll be instinctive to you. Hey, Melanie, how you doing? She's frozen. I stunned her. Hey, Melanie, can you hear me? Oh, you're on mute, I see. You're kind of freezing up there. It must be really cold. Oh, stop it. There you are. Hey, what's up?
Not too much. It is snowing here.
Is it really? Wow. You and John.
Yeah. Never mind that the weatherman said partly sunny, whatever. No, it's snowing.
It just started snowing on you. Wow. Now, do you kind of enjoy that? Like, I remember Chicago was that it would be great because sometimes it would just snow. It'd be the perfect snow. It'd just be beautiful little flurries, and you'd think, this is nice. It'll be a little slippery for a day, and then it'll be nice again by the weekend. Is it that kind of thing this time of year?
This time it's okay. Years were especially brutal, but this year was kind of a non-event, so it's kind of cute that it's snowing, being inside a snow globe. So that's all right.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like that. Very nice. Cool. All right. So let's hopefully we can get you on, Vivian. What's happening now with your setup there? I invited you again. Did you get a little invite? I know Ross always says it's going to look like you're leaving the chat, but you're not. Talk to us, Vivian. Vivian, where are you? Stay calm, Vivian. We're going to land this plane. There are lives in your hands. It'd be like Airplane. We cut to her, and she's just pouring the flop sweat and the blow-up doll next to her. Anybody say I'm too old, right? You guys know Airplane, the movie, right? April, have you seen Airplane?
I have. It's been a really long time, though.
Yeah, you're pretty movie hip, though. I bet you've seen like movies from all eras, right?
Yeah, I like the older stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
The classic kind of
Oh
stuff.
man, gosh, I just remember, my son had a sleepover last week, and I haven't heard people laugh that hard in so long. You know, like just like every few seconds, just bursting out laughing. And I remember when I saw Airplane that was one of the movies that I couldn't contain myself. The whole theater was just doubled over, you know. Of course, now it's Family Guy. It is what it takes to get kids to laugh. You know, it's got to be like some totally raunchy humor. But you speak, and then when they're slapping the woman, they're just like lining up to slap the woman who's having the panic attack, and they get like the gun, and they're like baseball bats. I speak giant. Okay, cool. Try once more. All right, so Vivian, how do I reset this? Because see what happens on my end is now. All right, I'm gonna hit return. Okay, I did it. Return as an attendee, and now I hopefully just invited you. Invite a speaker. Try that. I'm gonna pull up your page and we'll start looking. Let me see what kind of action you had already over there.
Did it work?
Yes, there you are. Yay! Hey, Vivian.
I've got the audio. What is this?
You got the mic I'm talking about, right? Is
Yeah,
that
I do, but
that's
I
the
don't-
AT2100 you're rocking there?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Guys,
Very
I'm
cool.
scared shitless. Like I'm shaking over here.
Oh, you are? Don't shake. You've got it in stand-up mode. Like you might go. So where are you guys from? Yeah. What do you do for a living? That's when you know the comic's out of material, right, Dean? Where the guy's like, you know, it's his first time doing 30 minutes and he's only got 15, and he's just like, so what's your name? Like, oh God.
And then that's where you start cringing from the back of the room and you have to leave.
You gotta go now.
Yeah, except for if you're emceeing, then you'd like, have to be stuck there and stuff, because you know he's going to panic and run off stage any second. Well, cool, Vivian. It's nice to meet you. Don't be nervous. You're among friends here. Look at this gorgeous panel of friendly experts, huh?
You guys are beautiful, all of you.
Thank you. You know, we've been at this for quite a
Especially
while.
you, Melanie, the hair. Like I love the gray.
Isn't that great? She's got her streak. She's embracing the streak. It's her signature, thing now, right?
Well, I've only had it since I was 15, but I finally decided just to get over myself, and that everybody else can see it, right? But I never look in a mirror. I have no idea. So I'm on the dance floor. A couple nights ago, and this guy's like, "Hey, I saw you in Boston the other night, right? You hang out at Havana Club." And I said, "Really? We've met before?" And he said, "No, but you know, you have that distinctive hairstyle." Oh, right, of course. Sorry. I mean, my name's Melanie. I mean, I don't know. Can you dance? It was weird. I don't know.
That's funny. Yeah, so you're famous for something that you don't ever think about, right?
No.
That's funny. Yeah. Cool. Well, you're now becoming famous as a teacher in the copy world. So congratulations on that. Hope everybody read Melanie's awesome piece, finally revealing the 9 buyer profiles, and downloaded her report at melaniesaladino.com. Just read saw your message and all the great attention you've been getting from that. So congratulations, and only the beginning. In April, thank you for that lovely shout out on Facebook. That really meant the world to me, and I'm glad people, when you tell them I'm your coach, don't go, "Oh God, really?"
No, and I was actually, what I was referring to, I was having lunch with Ben Settle randomly, first time meeting him in person, and I mentioned that I had been working with you, and both he and Jody were like, "Oh, that guy, love that guy."
Oh, that's awesome. So
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. I'm good at faking it, you know what I mean? Like, I just put on my little smile and I pretend I'm a nice guy. They're funny. You know, they've been the surprise hidden bonus of Snapchat for me. You know, like, can you imagine Ben Settle on Snapchat? Like, he's super annoyed with the whole thing, but yet somehow weirdly curious about it. So, you know, you just get like these like really drunken snaps from him and Jody. You know, like, we're on a plane, and Ben's like, even first class isn't enough to, like, you know, put a barrier up between me and my disdain for the human race. It's hilarious. So that's great. So cool. I'm glad you got to meet them. All right, Vivian. So, are you feeling settled in now? Like,
It's as good as it's gonna get, Kevin.
Get some more caffeine. All right. Yes, my name is Vivian. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. Are you in Fort Worth? Do I have that right?
I'm not. I'm actually in a little bit of an oasis in Phoenix. I made the mistake of coming to Icon.
Oh.
No,
Oh, so you're
No.
where do you live, though? You live in Texas, don't you?
I do. I live in Fort Worth.
Oh, you live in Fort Worth. Okay.
Mhm. I'm a little bit in love with Austin, though.
Austin's it's the greatest city. I would seriously be. Every time I'm there, I think about moving there. I mean, it is the coolest collection of people that I'm aware of in this industry.
I think
And
Portland's a little bit weird too.
yeah, Portland seems cool. I haven't been to Portland, but I'm rallying for St. Pete. Like this place where I live here, man, is like really coming up. When we have our event here, you guys are all gonna fall in love with it. I'm willing to bet that within a year of the first time we have a Copy Chief Live event, somebody will move here. They'll visit and they'll go, why don't I live here? Because here's the one thing. Here's the kicker. The one thing Austin doesn't have, that you have those lakes, but ocean, right? We got the ocean, and so when you get here and you go, wow, we got this cool ass downtown, and the ocean, the beach is 15 minutes away. I'm moving there. So this is going to be like cool marketer central within like 5 years. That's my new prediction. All right, so Vivian, don't be nervous because now we're going to go tear apart your copy, all right? So what was a friendly panel moments ago is now going to become
You
fire-breathing
can't.
dragons as we make you
Bitter.
feel ashamed for ever walking.
Hey, as long as my mom stops referring me as a curandera, I'd be cool. Like we've made progress. Does anyone know what a curandera is?
It appears that April does, but I don't.
I'm like, Mom, no, that's not what I do.
What does it mean?
Right?
It's like a witch doctor, kind of.
That's
So-
hilarious.
So I need
Yeah.
to be able to explain what I do to my mother and to my husband, and then I'll work on everyone else.
All right, perfect. All right, so that's our objective today, gang. How do we say it? Curandera?
Curandera.
Curandera. All right, I'm going to present to everyone. Here it is. And
You
let
work
me...
with raw eggs.
With that? Raw eggs?
I've seen it done. My best friend growing up, her grandma did that with the raw egg. Yeah.
What does it do? Like
grandma
put a
was
curse on somebody?
No,
No,
you pray over them with the raw egg.
Oh.
Smooth their skin.
It's totally woo, but in the sort of Indian, indigenous kind of way,
yeah.
not like California.
Gotcha. Cool.
It's like legit.
Is it legit?
Legit?
No, I'm
It's
saying
legit
not like-
voodoo.
Not like California. This is for real.
It's kind
Exactly.
of scary though. Like she's like, call your grandmother, she needs you. I'm like, hell no.
Mhm. Somebody go to Google and buy legitvoodoo.com.
I think
I
that'll
see.
be
I see a new
happening.
trend. All right, so let's dive in. So Vivian, give us the rundown here. Give us the quick thumbnail, because keep in mind that not only for us here right now, but for all the future watchers of this particular Chief Chat, give us the lowdown. What business are you in? What's the objective of this copy?
The objective of the copy. Okay, so the business I'm in is teaching, mentoring, and coaching,
Okay.
basically. I have
For
a small
business
community.
or online business specifically, or what kind of mentoring?
Well, I'm calling it no, I'm not an online business mentor. I
Okay.
actually don't know what online. My thing is a sort of vanilla chocolate swirl. So it's really in person, one-to-one, and then we continue the conversation online. So I'm not looking to sort of bring in hundreds of thousands of people and, get traffic in the 4, 5, 6, or whatever digits people are talking about now. It's a pretty intimate community.
Okay.
And most of my folks are referred by someone I know and have worked with. And so it's kind of like taking the brick and mortar model. It's more of a practice, like a
Yeah.
small community. So what this is after I've worked with someone and they've submitted their feedback, then they go to this secret page so that they have the words or the tools they need to introduce me, kind of like Mary Kay,
Mm-hmm.
Tupperware sort of feel,
Sure.
right?
Is it an
And,
MLM though? It's not like that.
No, it's not an LLM. No,
Okay.
it's just me. It's
All
just
right.
me.
So I'm
My
going to read
business
what.
model is a small community and then one-to-one service.
All right.
So
So
I
I'm going
sort
to
of
read
have
what
what
you
you
wrote.
have in Copy Chiefs, but for
Oh, I
folks that
see.
are looking to explore their inner life.
Okay, great. So you said professional females from 40 to 65 within a large organization managing/supervising a team of 8 to 15, feeling the pressure of setting the example, but their heart isn't in it right now. They've ignored their passion, their personal internal cues for so long that they don't know what to do. They want to get back in their groove and feel confident again. They're smart enough to make tough decisions slowly and know that the responsibility for making things change is their responsibility.
Yeah, I wrote that at like 4 in the morning because I couldn't sleep.
That's good.
But that's actually my 2 favorite clients right there.
So
And
professionals who are kind of team leaders, they
Yeah.
feel the pressure of being leaders, but maybe they're like, I can't even lead myself out of bed right now.
yeah, they're like, I have to motivate all of them, and I can't even get myself together.
Yeah, okay. So page goes to former client requests. That's right, this is referral. I remember reading that. Offer summary after they work with you personally. Submitted positive feedback. This page goes out to them to ask for introduction. So is this this is automated? They've left
Yeah.
you a testimonial? Okay, great.
Yeah, it's automated.
Groovy. And I won't read through all the copy. Everybody can do that. But you guys are seeing it for the first time here. So I'll start, since we don't have a whole lot of feedback yet in the thread. And I love connecting with leaders like you, set examples, and I ask you to help me out, help me meet more of them. I believe that the best people know the best people, and truth is not everyone is a good fit to work with me. Not everyone is ready for what I have to share. That's very good. I like that a lot. That's, kind of takeaway selling. It's not like you're begging. You're doing a nice job right there of making your client feel special for being someone that you did choose to work with. So I prioritize relationships first. The people I connect with best are smart, results-oriented, successful leaders who want to set the example, do the work necessary to help level up their inner knowing and mental habits to live more wholeheartedly with personal integrity. Work with women who want to build more meaning and stronger relationships in pursuit of their purpose. Okay, so the first thing that stands out with me is I would want this to feel a little more personal, since it's specifically going to somebody that you've got a relationship, an intimate relationship with, right? So I think the approach I would be taking is, rather than automate this, I would maybe automate something, but I would make it more like a 9-word email type effect. You familiar with those? It's a Dean Jackson thing where you just send out a really quick, like a 1-line email with an open question in the end. And it just gets the conversation going. And when they respond to that, then you take that as your cue to make it worth getting involved in and spending some time having a short dialogue, right? So rather than send this automated thing here, I would, because how many people are really coming through this process and leaving feedback, and like what's the volume there? Is it one a week?
And that's the thing. It's going to be probably 4 to 6 people a year, but it's just so that I have it set up so when I need it, it's there and I shoot it out. It's not like it's this machine that happens.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
I have to click go, and if
yeah. So all the more reason to keep it personal, I think, right? When they've gone through the process and you get an alert that they left positive. So when they finish working with you, they do get they're prompted to leave feedback, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when that happens, then you should be prompted, hey, this is the comment that was just left. And then it's certainly worth it for you to say, great, I'm going to take 15 minutes here and tell this person how much I enjoyed working with them, and add a few personal details of the journey you had together. And then you can certainly cut and paste part of this, certainly like the instructions or how they can best identify somebody who would want to work with you or might be a good fit to work with you. but I would make the opening and the closing of it like super personal.
Okay.
Okay. Who else? Raise your hand if you guys see anything on the panel there in regards to this. All right,
Yeah.
my man Kev K. What's up, buddy?
Yeah. So I agree with you, Kevin. And first, Vivian, I want to commend you on the work you're doing. It's important work. You know, we need more people like that doing that work in the world. So props for taking a stand and doing that. The first take, the first thing I noticed right in the opening, to be blunt, is there's too many eyes, right? Where especially even your opening line is, I love connecting with leaders like you. And I think this is a lesson Kevin taught me a couple of months ago. Essentially what you want the reader to do is to refer you. So you have to understand and try to work that into your copy of how can you tap into their why. Why do they want to refer you? And it's not money. It's rarely money. But what value have they gotten from working with you that they then can look good and feel good about passing on to someone else? And I think that's Kevin's point in making this personal, then allows you to work in exactly what you've done for that person by personalizing the message and then presenting it as an opportunity for them to share that with other people. A good real life example is like referring a book. Think about why you referred the last book you did. Why did you recommend the last book you did? It wasn't for any personal gain to get that author work. It was a representation of you, of what you're doing, and you want to pass that on with someone. So I think working that in somehow and understanding what the why is of why they would want to refer you, and I think Kevin's suggestion of personalizing it would be a really good way to do that.
Yeah, great point, Kev. And Dean, it's funny that I thought of Dean. I think of Dean a lot. That's because he makes everything sound so introspective. And that's the whole thing. So Vivian, I definitely want you to check out Dean Jackson. He has a podcast called I Love Marketing.
I listen to him.
Oh, you do? Okay, cool.
We have the same Colby style.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Colby
Yeah,
Tim.
he's the one that got me to do my Colby.
Yeah.
I'm an 8444.
5973.
Interesting. Wow. We should hang out.
It'd
be like a mug shot.
Talking about.
That'd be funny if like having Colby is a personality assessment.
Okay.
So everybody, you have 4 numbers, and everybody knows their number, and that'd be a hilarious like Match.com party. Would just walk around
Yeah,
your
swipe
number.
left.
Oh, gee, 5729. That's interesting. What's up, Quick Start? Hey, Fact Finder.
Hang out, and then like 2 days, last 2 days, I'm like, what the hell were you thinking? What are you doing? Right? Quick Start, and then what the fuck?
That's so funny.
All right.
Well, Dean I actually just saw him. This is what Dean's one of his big things, especially with his real estate people, is the power of referral and the psychology behind a referral. Yeah, and what's cool where you could maybe use this even beyond, because 4 to 6 people a year, obviously it's not a lot of volume. Now I know you could work all
Enough
year.
volume for me, Kevin.
No, I know. I'm just saying that it's not like you have to like, how do I get more referrals? Because
No.
it's sounding like if is that how many people you're comfortably working with? So do you work with people
Over a
for
year, yeah.
months at a time? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you work with one person at a time?
No more than 3.
Okay.
I usually do 2. 2's my max because I have a community. My
Yeah.
community is like 80% of my effort. So I have
Gotcha.
a tiny copy chief for.
Oh yeah. So
Right.
we're running very similar businesses right now. In the same way, I have like some the bandwidth beyond copy chief that I have is dedicated to coaching.
Yeah.
And
it's
that's what I enjoy.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Okay. So
And then sleep, right?
and then what?
Sleep.
Sleep? Oh no, I don't believe in that at all. I haven't slept in 4 years. 5-hour energy. But here's what I remember about the thing that my big takeaway when it comes to referrals that Dean talks about is, especially with real estate, because everything's referral, right? But he says one of the keys to it is, make sure people are conscious of the times that it would be appropriate to think of you. You kind of like set these anchors with people. So for instance, in real estate, it works like this. He's like, make sure people are know to think of you when somebody, if they, he doesn't want them to just think to refer a realtor when somebody says, hey, we're selling our house, or hey, we're looking for a house. But they might say, our child is going away to college. And that's a key indicator in real estate that, very possibly, if empty nesters now, they might be looking to downsize or moving closer to the college or all kinds of stuff. And so, people that were really motivated to refer you will recognize, sort of to ask, so what are you guys thinking of, moving or changing house or anything like that? And they go, actually, yeah, we are. Oh, well, you got to go talk to Larry, And the reason, that sounds nutty, but until Dean explains that, you have to understand the psychology of why people refer, and it's because it makes them look good.
Right.
If they love working with you, it makes them proud to say that they work with you, and it makes other people, the reason we refer is because we want people to come back and go, oh my God, you referred me.
I think it's episode 27 in the.
So you know all about it. All right. So I'm
I
preaching to the
don't.
choir
Obviously,
here.
I'd be doing it better.
Yeah, this is why I'm really disappointed in you. I mean, you show up here, you've taken 40 minutes of our. It's been all you.
When you say that kind of
I mean, it took 15 minutes to get you on the camera. Now you know everything. Now you know everything.
I'm not traveling with my laptop, so you're on my iPad. Like, there's citrus trees here, hummingbirds. Like, this is my dream, right? I'm light and mobile.
I like it. That's
here's
good.
the thing: is that guys, for men, when you have the midlife crisis, you associate it with cars and divorces and stupid shit.
Keep talking.
Women, the little amygdala, the little almond-sized crazy in their brain. When women get stressed out, then they befriend. So it's a different kind of stress response for them. And I don't really know what the symbols are yet. I'm still sort of looking for that. I'm sort of matching the people that I've worked with to see what is it that I could anchor for them. It's usually like I'm about to leave this kick-ass job where everyone on the outside would think I'm crazy. But if I don't, I'm going to just lose it. Right?
Why do I have a feeling Melanie has something to add on this? Am I wrong about that? You don't?
No.
Have something to add about my...
No,
Midlife
not from your... No, I didn't mean it like that. It's just that when it comes to human behavior and why particularly women do the things they do a lot of the times, I think you're somebody I think of as very in tune to that.
Absolutely. So I'm leaving for Idaho on Monday, and I'm going to help my grandpa celebrate his 94th birthday.
Wow.
So, yeah, I'm stressed out, so I'm going to go befriend some people. I am classic female psychology, absolutely. I'm going to hang with my sister. We're going to eat too much food.
We need love. Love makes the world go round.
Love makes the world go round. What can you do? Okay,
Yeah,
but
but
is that in your copy? Did you write that down?
No.
Well,
No, but love's all over everything I do.
is
I
it?
think. I hope. I never
Well,
said
check
love
your
makes the
work.
world go round. You like that?
I like that.
I just the thing about so I don't know what I was gonna say.
It's about to get real, y'all.
Huh?
It's about to get real. I can feel it.
Driving a love
Don't-
fire. Is that the number one reason they're freaked out? They got this whole team, so they got all their ducklings, and it's just them. So they got that stupid sign that says the buck stops here,
Yeah.
but the buck can't stop here because I don't know all the answers, so I got to get some help.
Well,
So I went and got help, and it was great.
It's like I'm not serving as a role model anymore. Like I can't stand on the podium and sit and rally the troops because I've lost my rally.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if
Okay,
they're
so
on the
it's-
verge of walking out of the dream, then how are they supposed to enroll people? If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Does that?
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, but are they on the verge of walking away?
They are, but they want to make a good decision before they do that. And so these
And
are
is that why they come to
the kind of
you?
folks that come to me by, like, sort of organically, naturally, aren't the ones that sort of leave chaos and carnage in their wake. They're, you know, like, what was that movie with the two women that
Thelma and
took
Louise.
themselves? Yeah. So it's the slow and steady Thelma and Louise kind of thing. You know, so all the turmoil is going on inside, and but they're about this close to getting in the car and getting the hell out of Dodge. So
Okay, I am all about the Teflon coating. I am like, get off me! I'm out of here. Like, I think I can donate everything I own. So I get that. I've already planned it out. I do this, I don't know, twice a year. Like Kevin knows. Like the sky
You
falls
might have some
at least once a day.
motorcycles.
Everything's a huge freaking deal. It's like that. Okay. Okay.
You know, well, that's Melanie. You need a Chattahoochee or whatever. What is it called?
Yeah, I need a witch doctor with a raw egg and.
You need a way to that.
Herbs, maybe.
Chimichurri.
It's not chimichurri. That's a food.
A chalupa.
I went and got a chalupa, and I feel much better now.
Chimichanga.
It's a chupacabra.
Food or hug, one or the other.
That's awesome. Nachos are the food of the gods because you can't eat them with good manners or utensils. You can only eat them this way.
Yeah,
And I feel like that makes.
it's true. It's a bonding
So
food.
anyway, we were working
Well,
here.
see, in my culture,
I'm sorry.
you
Go
don't
ahead,
use
Melanie.
utensils. You just take the tortilla in your fingers.
Wait, you can do that?
Oh yeah, it's like human
That is the
chopstick.
thing that's going to happen. Can I just tell you that I myself put away half a loaf of bread in the last 24 hours? There was a deadline, and, you know. Okay, but I put butter on it, and that slows absorption. Never mind the modern wheat. Everything is going to be fine.
This is the most fun, least productive hot seat we've ever had. Just say right now.
Yeah.
This is like
No, no.
we gotta bring in the bear. We gotta bring in the bear.
Oh, my
I have a
God.
bird. Oh, look at this bird.
Okay, so that I can stop talking now, I think my point is this. I think. Wait, what is that?
He's the bird.
Okay,
Where's
all right.
the camera?
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so I'm going to
What a
agree with
spelling.
Kevin that it needs to be more personal.
You killed the bear.
What are we doing?
Sorry.
Guys, we
I
are
don't know.
working this
Everyone has
unit.
their totem
This is
animal.
how we make our
Yes.
livings. These are very serious business that we do.
You realize all hell is broken loose.
I do.
Lost walking
I know.
Well, it can't be hell. It can't be hell. We have the Buddha here. It
I-
can't be.
It's the tarantula.
A spider. Uh-huh.
Tarantula.
Wow, look at this. All our freakiness is coming out.
How about
The
how about my great grandpa Loretto?
Oh.
We throw him into the mix.
It's Orville Wright.
There we go.
Come on, Belkowitz, you got to have some kind of like trinket, some kind of icon hanging around there. Find something. Uh-oh. We're on tour now. All right, you go in and get it. All right, so that is a good question, though. All right. I can't. Oh, that's great.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cause a ruckus.
This is fun. All right, poor Susan's going. Can we actually? Yeah, everybody watching's going. Seriously, honestly, I'm not paying for this, am I? All right. Sorry, Patty. Yeah, we were talking about. Essentially, we were kind of at the point where how people come into Vivian's world, and so Melanie was laying down the wisdom. So I'm curious, and then we'll wrap up there. What? How do people find you, Vivian?
They meet me in person.
Do you just kind of hang around like lobbies of corporations, and you're like, hey?
Oh, so like my last two referrals were, well, my copywriter referred her childhood friend, and the other one was my mother who referred my aunt, and I'm like, that's not my people. And then I work with, so I'll be in Austin in April.
Ah,
Martha Beck is having a gathering of Wayfinders. That's our little tribe of dedicated woo. And so that's who my community is. It's 25 of the baby coaches. And I'm waiting you guys put in the juju to see if I'm accepted into the master. She does 12 a year, so it's kind of like this really weird Jesus is Apostles thing. But that's where I get my folks from my community. My clients come from direct referrals. Or people in the community that are wanting to sort of up the game, and instead of a once a month group chat or forum help, you know, they want one-on-one stuff.
got you.
Can you hear the anxiety in my voice? Like,
No, it sounds like you're. Go ahead, Dean.
Can I ask a question, Vivian? What distinguishes you? What makes you unique in your niche? Because there's a lot of women who do what you do. You know, Lisa Sasevich and Kendall Summerhawk, or you know, they coach a lot of these women coaches who do, you know, what you do. So I would say, what makes you special? What makes you different? Because when I was reading your letter, I was trying to figure out, you know, is your USP. What is your hook?
yeah.
And what might help is just doing Kevin's 60-second sales hook, or using the poser formula to do a video, so you can really hone it in. I've done a lot of work with this with a lot of with women in the similar niche that you do, and it's not an easy task really to distinguish what makes somebody different. Just like the health and fitness niche is so crowded, or the supplement niche, you got to really dig deep to find what is that one thing that's going to set you apart, and wrap that personal thing in, as Kevin and Kev were saying earlier. Just these little stories that you're telling, they're engaging me. That's engaging me. What you wrote in the letter, it's nice, but I want to be drawn in.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
And then in terms of referrals too, are you familiar with Ivan Meisner? If you know, with BNI, because Kevin had him on a podcast, and that's directly related to creating a great referral network as well.
It's not. I think the referrals are going to come in slow, right? This is just to create. I want to, in addition to being able to tell a 5-year-old what I do. So you're right on, you're spot on. Like that's exactly where I need to go. Is I need to like hone it in and be able to say exactly what I do, because I have 2 grown men, you know, 20 and 25, but when they were young, you know, they thought that I typed for a living because that's all they saw me do. And I just want to be able to explain. Once I can explain it to my mother.
Okay. Yeah. So
I'll have that USP. I'll have that hook.
Yeah, that's what you need. Is have you been through the USP training?
Not recently. But
it's only been around for 2 months, so I did it.
Well,
6
I did do
years
the
ago.
book years ago, right? I've been reworking the.
No, you got to go through.
No, I'm sorry, I'm confused.
The Ross O'Loughlin's USP training inside of Copy Chief.
I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, do that. Do that next.
Okay.
You'll love that. I mean, it's exactly. It sounds like that's what you're after more than anything here. Is like, you know, really trying to explain what you do, how it's unique to you. Like Dean's saying, there's other people out there. They've kind of chosen their particular niche for this, and you know, as a cucaranda, you got a special thing going. So you get
Cucaracha?
cucaracha. So that's the cinnamon milk, right? Is that the thing?
No, April's not what it is.
So all right, I'm not gonna let it get.
That was a cockroach.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
I'm
not gonna let it get crazy again. We have viewers. So yeah, go through Ross's USP and then post that up, and that's gonna help you a lot. And like you said, the referrals will come. So
can I delete the thread?
if you want, is it? Yeah, I mean, if it won't hurt anything to delete it, but I think it was fine, and maybe I would leave it up because sometimes people after the chat, some of the panel will come in and weigh in with a thought that they didn't get to on the panel because we were all holding up stuff. So, okay, so we're going to move on to Susan, and it was great having you. Thanks for being here. You were super fun, and appreciate you being a good sport while we all got crazy on you. So, except for Melanie, who tried to be serious, and I just wouldn't allow it. So, thanks for being here. I'm just gonna. I don't know how to. I don't want to eject you from the whole thing. If I, how do I?
I will try. If
Thanks,
it
Viv.
ejects me, I'll just log back on.
Okay.
Kevin, actually, I have to drop. I have a
Sure,
call in
buddy.
a few minutes here.
Okay,
But thanks
man.
for having me. Thanks, Vivian. See everybody.
Thanks for being here. Take care, buddy.
Hi, Kevin.
Okay, Susan. Real quick, let's. Can you give me the? Are you still here, Susan? I may have lost Susan. She might. I can't. I'm not gonna face this batch of whack jobs over here. So let me. I'll tell you what. I'll duck out and Ryan Tracy. Okay, that's something else. I know you sent it to me the other day. Let me just. Yes, I'm going to invite you to speak right here, and then you can give us the lowdown. This is a very different industry altogether. This is about auto. It's like, you know, protection for your paint. And I had some thoughts on the landing page when I saw it. So, Susan, if you could just, can you drop the link to the landing page into the chat right there so everybody can have a look at it? And then come on screen here, and we will have a chat about your page. Yeah, I'm not sure how the technology works. Well, I invited you. Here we go. I'll do it again. So you should. How does it work, guys? She'll see a little pop-up, and then what does she do, Dean?
What's that?
To come on as a speaker, she'll see a little pop-up, and then what does she do?
Yeah, it should. She'll see two quotes wiggling, and it's a green screen. Then she has to click the accept box, and then join. It'll say join. How do you get? I don't. When you have me on live here, my chat box goes away. Does that happen to everybody, or I don't know how to get it back on the side because I can't get the link. I didn't see Susan's landing page, so I don't know how to get.
She hasn't posted it yet, so that's. Hey, Susan, how you doing? I see you're muted though. Let me see if I can unmute you. Can you unmute your speaker? I see you just fine. Can you check your settings and see if you can unmute your sound? Are you on a Mac or a PC? You're on a Mac? Okay. So hit the gear, that little gear probably on the bottom of your screen there, and then hit sound. And then you probably want just your basic speaker, the built-in speaker. All right, there's EcoAutoSolutions.com. No, I can't hear you. Your little mute icon will go away, that little microphone on your screen when you're not muted. Or do you see a gear at the top of your screen on the Hangout? See where it says settings? See if you can find your microphone setting in there. Or it may be the microphone, the second one in from the left. Is it highlighted in red? This is good TV right here. No. It's telling you don't have a mic. Huh. Well, you got to have just the built-in microphone. Yeah, you should have one built in. What does it say at the top there? Do you have that bar where it's got a person, then it's got a microphone, then it's got a camera icon at the top of your screen? All right. All right. So this is going to be one of these hot seats where you just listen, unfortunately, and you can, if you get it worked out, great. Otherwise, just answer our questions in the chat. Okay. So everybody sees the link here for. Is it Eco Shield? Now I'm getting feedback from you, Dean. There we go. Okay. Oh, and then we lost Susan. Okay. So let's just look at this page real quick, guys. Let me pull this down so I can put it on screen for everybody. And okay, here we go. You want to change the name to Radiant Shield? Okay. Yeah, I wonder if that was kind of one of my first thoughts when I saw this was I didn't know if Echo Shield or Eco Shield want to focus on headline, first paragraph, bullet points. Okay. So let me see if I need to see this better. Let me get over to that page. Here it is. Okay. All right, sorry. So distinctly superior protection, exceptionally brilliant finish. And so just type in what is the objective of the page here. Are you looking for people to sign up with this as a service so that they can become a vendor, or they just want to buy a bottle of the goop to put on their car? How does it? What's the objective here? That. What are you saying? You apply above the fold emotional appeal. Okay, so here's what I see when I look at this page is, you know, if I just come here blind, let me just ask you quickly, how are people finding this page? Are they clicking off of an ad, a banner ad somewhere, or are they being referred here? Audience, people who love their car and care about maintaining look and value. Okay. So you've got some testimonials there at the bottom. That's good. Be smart, look fabulous, liberate yourself. That line confuses me a little bit. Eco Shield delivers a lasting, brilliant finish that protects your investment by helping to protect your car against environmental hazards like acid rain, bird droppings, tree sap, and the sun's UV rays, and hard water deposits. So that's a lot of sentence right there. First thing I would recommend is you break all those things that it protects against in bullet form, make them stand out. Remember, you know, people are really skimming when they come to a page like this. They don't, you know, you don't have to put it sort of in narrative form like that. I would just like lay out the bullets, protects against, make it visual, make that like an image. You can maybe even use little icons for all those things, you know, environmental hazards, acid rain, you know, bird droppings, tree sap, heat of the tree, you know, the sun, all those things, and make them just, you know, stand out really visually, kind of like you have down here, these circle icons, but I would use them in the negative form to go next to those things, those hazards. With Simple Care, Eco Shield can help to reduce swirl marks, scratching, and fading year after year. We guarantee you a glossy finish for 1,825 days or your money back. That's kind of interesting. Why is it that very specific amount of days? Is that up to a certain amount of years or something? So let's see. We get a little video that plays here. Okay, cool. All right, so already, like, that's what I'm putting at the top of the page instead of this image here, where this could be anything. This could be, if I'm just like coming here real quick, this could be a car dealership, this could be whatever. like I don't know why I'm here above the fold at all, right? So first thing I want to see is this video, and the message is, how much do you love your car? Because if your market is people who really care about their car, there's sort of a pride play going on here, right? Like, are you treating your car the way you think you are? Are you going to be embarrassed when another car enthusiast pulls up next to you in the rain and their car, is like immune to water and yours is beaten up like an old bathtub or something, So you want it to feel, I know this avatar is my dad. He's like crazy about all parts of his car. So it's all about making sure you want to come there and go, basically, if you're not using EcoShield, you're not a real enthusiast. That's sort of the vibe I would be wanting to get across. So it's not really about say goodbye to waxing your car forever, because to be honest, I think of this avatar as someone who loves spending an afternoon waxing their car. That's like a luxury to them. It reminds them of everything that's great about being 45. They've worked hard and they have this beautiful car, and damn it, they're going to make it shine. And so I don't know that they necessarily want to lose that moment. They just they want to have the best thing they can possibly have. So yeah, so this how it works and all this stuff, like, to me, this is the most important stuff that I think you're kind of burying down here. And maybe if you're talking about really high end people like Ferrari owners and Lamborghinis, I don't think that's probably the case. I don't know if those guys are waxing their own car. They're probably bringing it into the service. But is this like the person who puts a lot of time into their car? Motorheads, busy people who don't want to spend. Okay, so you've identified them as your market. Yeah, Marston's agreeing. The good stuff is down. Okay, so well, to me, that's what I see, is that you want to get that video up there and have them click on to see the proof here. And I would even make that into more of a infomercial style video. I think this screams for like Anthony Sullivan to be there, going, let's wax half the hood of this car and compare it to what people think is the best wax, right? That kind of thing. Yeah, you don't have to wax, easy to maintain, and it's waterless. So yeah, those would be the things I would be emphasizing is, yeah, it's convenient, but it's also the best thing you can possibly have. And to me, the video does that, and then the how it works does that sort of stuff. You guys seen anything else down there on the panel? I know this isn't our typical... All right, take care, guys. All right, so Susan, yeah, hopefully that's helpful. You can post this up in the feedback form. Just post a link up to it. You can mention the feedback you got on the hot seat and then ask for anything more. Maybe some other chiefs will have experience in this niche or similar niches. But that'd be the main thing. Get that video up at the top. It's not about making the deal. It's about convincing them first. All right, so all this stuff needs to be at the top. How it works, and convince them first, and then sell them on why it's a great deal later. All right, go through the. I highly recommend the question authority worksheet and the 4x6 for this, so you can work out all the benefits, and the bullet training. Go through those 3 trainings, and I think that'll be really helpful to you. Okay? Yes, awesome, Susan. Yeah, Marston's got some feedback, so cool. All right, everybody. Well, this was a fun Chief Chat, and if it was your first time here, they're not always this zany. Sometimes we really get into meaty, heady stuff, and we change lives here in the Chief Chat. today we had a lot of fun, and I appreciate the panel being here and partaking in the Friday fun. So thanks everybody for being on with us, and we will see you inside. We've got, what do we have? We're in our final week, are we, of the 30-day email challenge. It ends on the 15th, I think. So stay strong in there. If you're short on ideas or something, just remember to look around for inspiration. For instance, I was reading Ad Age, all about mobile marketing. I could write for a whole week on mobile just from what I read in this magazine. Look for resources around you, and look for any question people ever ask you about what you're writing about, and just treat it like a Q&A. Very effective. So we'll see you guys in there. Thanks for being here, Chiefs, and I'll see you inside. Have a good weekend, everybody. See you.